Thanos vs. Darkseid, the battle of cosmic villains. Ever wondered what would happen if the Mad Titan faced off against the Lord of Apocalypse? Well, buckle up, because today we're diving deep into the ultimate showdown. Thanos vs. Darkseid. These aren't just any villains, they're the epitome of power and ambition in their respective universes. So, who would come out on top if these two titans clashed? We're gonna break it all down: origins, powers, feats, and even a hypothetical battle scenario that'll make your inner nerd squeal with delight. So stick around, because this is gonna be one wild ride through the cosmos. Thanos, the Mad Titan. Alright, let's kick things off with everyone's favorite purple powerhouse, Thanos. Born on Saturn's moon, Titan, Thanos is the son of Alarzan San. Funny thing is, his parents were Eternals, but thanks to a deviant gene mutation, Thanos ended up with that rugged chin and purple skin we all know. Growing up, Thanos was actually a pacifist. But after witnessing the downfall of Titan due to overpopulation and resource depletion, he developed a grim philosophy. He became obsessed with the idea of bringing balance to the universe, even if it meant wiping out half of all life. Now, let's get into what makes Thanos a force to be reckoned with. Thanos isn't just strong, he's insanely strong. We're talking about someone who can go toe-to-toe with the Hulk and come out smirking. His durability is off the charts too. Bullets, lasers, even Thor's hammer struggles to phase him. Thanos can project devastating energy blasts from his eyes and hands. He's also got a knack for absorbing and manipulating cosmic energy, which makes him a nightmare in any long-range battle. Plus, he's got a natural resistance to psychic attacks. Thanos is a genius. With a superhuman intellect, he's a master strategist and a skilled tactician. He's also a whiz with advanced technology and even dabbles in mysticism. When Thanos wields the Infinity Gauntlet, embedded with all 6 Infinity Stones, his powers amplify beyond comprehension. Time, space, reality, power, mind, and soul, they're all under his control. With the Gauntlet, he's practically a god. Notable feats: the Infinity Gauntlet Saga. This is Thanos at his peak. By snapping his fingers, he erased half of all life in the universe. He didn't stop there. He took on cosmic entities like Eternity, Galactus, and even the Living Tribunal. Thanos has been pivotal in numerous Marvel events. In the Annihilation storyline, he teams up with cosmic entities and still manages to manipulate events to his favor. Darkseid, the Lord of Apocalypse. Switching gears to the DC universe, let's delve into the malevolent ruler of Apocalypse, Darkseid. Born as Euxus, Darkseid wasn't always the stone-faced tyrant we recognize today. Euxus was a lowly prince who sowed chaos among the old gods, causing them to destroy each other. Seizing the moment, he absorbed their powers, becoming a new god himself. The transformation was so intense that it turned his flesh into stone, and thus, Darkseid was born. Darkseid's main gig? Finding the anti-life equation, a mathematical formula that eradicates free will, giving him absolute control over all sentient beings. He's scoured the multiverse for it, leaving a trail of destruction in his wake. Darkseid wields the Omega effect, which he channels through his Omega beams, fiery red energy blasts from his eyes that can vaporize, disintegrate, or resurrect as he sees fit. They're also homing beams, meaning they can zigzag through dimensions to hit their target. He's not called a god for nothing. Darkseid can go toe-to-toe with Superman and hold his own. His invulnerability is such that conventional weapons are useless against him, and even magical attacks have limited effect. Darkseid's mental abilities are off the charts. He can read minds, induce illusions, and even control thoughts. On top of that, he can manipulate matter at a molecular level. As the ruler of Apocalypse, Darkseid commands legions of parademons and elite warriors like Steppenwolf and the Female Furies. They've got advanced technology, including boom tubes for instant transport across dimensions. Notable feats: Darkseid has repeatedly clashed with the Justice League, often pushing them to their absolute limits. He's attempted to conquer Earth multiple times, and in some storylines, he's come pretty close. In events like Final Crisis, Darkseid's actions threaten the entire multiverse. Comparing powers and abilities. Time to pit these two heavyweights against each other. Thanos brings massive strength and a brutal fighting style honed over centuries. He's taken down the Hulk, bested Thor, and even held his own against cosmic beings. Darkseid matches that with godlike strength and millennia of combat experience. He's battled Superman to a standstill and crushed other Kryptonians without breaking a sweat. Thanos' energy projection is formidable, capable of leveling planets. He can also create force fields and has a degree of control over cosmic energy. Darkseid's Omega beams are another level. They're not just destructive, they're versatile. They can teleport, erase beings from existence, or trap them in alternate dimensions. Thanos is a master strategist. His plans often have layers upon layers, manipulating events to his favor. Darkseid isn't far behind. With eons of ruling Apocalypse, he's orchestrated invasions and manipulated gods and mortals alike. Thanos has the Chitauri, the Outriders, and access to advanced technology. However, his forces often serve as pawns rather than a strategic advantage. Darkseid's Parademon army is vast and relentless. Combined with apocalyptian technology and his elite generals, his military might is a significant factor. Thanos' biggest weakness is arguably his own ego and sense of destiny. Sometimes he subconsciously sabotages himself to make things more interesting. Darkseid's focus on the anti-life equation can be a blind spot. He's so obsessed that he might overlook immediate threats. Hypothetical battle scenario. Alright, let's set the stage for this epic clash. Imagine a barren, desolate planet on the edge of a dying galaxy. No distractions, no interference, a perfect battleground. Thanos stands atop a rocky outcrop, gazing into the abyss. Darkseid arrives via boom tube, his eyes glowing with the Omega effect. "So, you're the mad titan I've heard whispers about," Darkseid rumbles. "And you must be Darkseid. I've been looking forward to this," Thanos replies with a smirk. Clash of Titans. Without warning, Thanos unleashes a barrage of energy blasts. Darkseid steps forward, the blasts dissipating against his chest. He fires his Omega beams, zigzagging toward Thanos. Thanos dodges, but the beams pursue him relentlessly. This isn't your average laser show, folks. Realizing the threat, Thanos taps into his cosmic energy reserves, amplifying his strikes. He summons his armies, but Darkseid counters by calling in parademons through boom tubes. The sky darkens as the armies clash, but the real battle is between the two giants. Thanos lands a critical hit, using a hidden blade forged from Uru metal, the same stuff as Thor's hammer. It pierces Darkseid's armor, drawing ichor. Darkseid snarls and retaliates by manipulating the planet's very matter, causing the ground beneath Thanos to erupt. Possible outcomes. Thanos gains the upper hand. Thanos could exploit Darkseid's obsession with the anti-life equation, perhaps by baiting him with false information. Using his superior intellect, he might trap Darkseid in a psychic loop or a pocket dimension. Darkseid dominates. Alternatively, Darkseid could overwhelm Thanos with sheer power and versatility of the Omega effect. If he manages to hit Thanos with the full force of the Omega beams, it could spell the end. The battle reaches a stalemate. Given their resilience, it's possible neither gains a definitive upper hand. They could battle until both are exhausted, recognizing the futility and perhaps even forming a begrudging respect. The aftermath. Regardless of the outcome, the planet they're on is likely reduced to cosmic rubble. The battle would have far-reaching implications, potentially triggering reactions from cosmic entities or altering the balance of power in their universes. Fan debates and theoretical analyses. Let's be real, fans have been arguing about this matchup for ages. Supporters of Thanos point to his cunning, the Infinity Gauntlet, and his victories over cosmic beings. Darkseid fans highlight his godhood, the Omega effect, and his dominion over entire dimensions. In the rare instances where Marvel and DC have crossed over, subtle nods suggest they're on par with each other. Notably, Thanos was actually inspired by Darkseid. Comic book writers and analysts often avoid giving a definitive answer, emphasizing that context is key. Both characters have been written with varying levels of power, depending on the storyline. So we've dissected their origins: Thanos, the nihilistic philosopher, and Darkseid, the embodiment of tyranny. We've broken down their powers, from Thanos' cosmic might and genius intellect to Darkseid's godlike abilities and Omega beams. At the end of the day, it's all hypothetical. Both characters are products of their writers, and matchups can vary wildly based on who's holding the pen. But that's where you come in. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Who do you think would win in this cosmic clash? Drop your theories and arguments in the comments below. Thanks for hanging out with us on this deep dive into the cosmos. If you enjoyed this breakdown, smash that like button and consider subscribing for more nerdy content. We've got plenty more where this came from, upcoming videos on epic battles, character analyses, and universe-spanning theories. Don't forget to share this video with your fellow comic book aficionados. Follow us on social media for updates, behind-the-scenes content, and memes, because who doesn't love a good meme? Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the multiverse.